biggest enemies of your employees' attention is? It's distraction. When you think about it, it's all around you. It happens at home, at work, and in our communities. And as a leader, I want to encourage you to be the attention ambassador. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means we may need to take a look at a couple of things that are really impacting the distraction level of your team. Take a look around the office structure. Maybe one of the companies has moved to open plan. I've been hired by several of my clients to help them really adjust to working in an open plan environment and make it productive. Think about not just the office structure, but think about maybe creating do not disturb signals, signs, and agreements with your team to help people stay hyper-focused on the things that they need to do. You might also want to consider a closed door policy. That's right, closed door. Open door policy, while it was a really well-intentioned strategy to be more collaborative, the challenge is that it allows people to constantly interrupt you in the day, therefore you get distracted. You might also want to consider as a leader, can you help your team prioritize their workload? I remember in my corporate days, I would often say to my boss, here's all the things I'm working on right now. Would you like to help me prioritize these? Not because I couldn't do my job, but because sometimes my boss was having to honor commitments to their boss and they could help me prioritize what was most important. When's the last time you spent time with your team, helping them prioritize what really matters so they have a clear path every day, every week? The other thing you may want to consider when it comes to truly managing this whole crazy distraction is think about the best time of day for you. What is a really good time for you to be working? You may know in our book, Attention Pays, we talk about this a little bit, and I explored it a lot in our book called Folding Time, that everyone has a productivity style and you just need to learn more about when your best time of day is. I recently read Daniel Pink's book called When, and he talks about the same things I was mentioning in Folding Time all those years ago, that there are true times in the day. He talks about when something happens and the impact of that. If you haven't read it, definitely check it out. If you really want to be focused on attention, maybe you need the old 80-20 rule. Now, you knew that Pareto, he was the creator of this rule. And sometimes we need to give ourselves a little bit of a break. If you're paying attention 80% of the time, that's better than less than 50. You see, the University of California published a study that said that all of the distractions that we have, 50% of them are self-induced. Crazy! The enemy of employee attention is distraction. What are you doing to be an attention ambassador in your company? As a leader, let's take a look at the workplace, our schedules, our devices, our conversations, our commitments, so we can truly help our team succeed and pay attention to what matters. Because when you pay attention, attention pays. Are we connected on social media? If not, let's do it. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, or Facebook if you prefer. And you can come across and check out more at neenjames.com. Remember, attention pays.